Hey guys, it's Kobe. Welcome back to one of my other videos. Today it's just gonna be a recap of the 2019 season and just a goal setting for 2020. But anyways, yeah, so school's been busy, so I've been posting much, and also too, not a lot has been happening. Been swimming. Hopefully I can get a swimming vlog out. That'd be pretty cool. But with swimming, it's a little bit more difficult. But anyways, let's get started. For the 2019 season recap, the overall season was good. For track, definitely I got what I wanted for the 8 and the 16, 32. Still not quite there. So let's start out with the whole season. So overall, it went really well. I didn't get my ultimate goal, which was just making it for states. On the day of regionals, I got sick. If I wasn't sick, I would have qualified. The qualifying state is like 432. I had like 32.6, I think. It was extremely close. But yeah, that was really disappointing. And I also did 32 that day, and the 32's after the 16 in Michigan. It's like the second to last event for the 32. But by then I was so worn out from the 16 and just being sick. I didn't have a chance. Anyways though, my goal for the 1600 was 430. I got, for at least in track, 429. That was nice. In my conference race, I was going out pretty fast. I heard I was around 315 for the 1200, and my last lap was extremely slow. I felt it. It was past 82nd last lap. I got like 438. I got so tired, and I was still a little bit sick during that race, but it happens. Overall though, every 1600 meter race, it was really well. One of my favorite races from the 1600 was Honor Roll. It was very tactical. We went out in like 2:16, and I negged a split with no, it was 2:18. I'm pretty sure. So I went like 2:12, 2:13. Yeah, no, 2:11. What am I saying? 4:29. That's where I got 4:29. Another of my favorite races was the Ralph Rice track race. It was a two-man race, me versus Giza Heinstar, extremely fast runner. It was also, I know he wasn't really going all out. He led most of the race. It was a really windy day. I just kind of sat. We went out in like 70 seconds, so already you could tell it was pretty slow. And then second lap was like 70 again. I think the third lap was our fastest. It was like 65. Whoa, Bella, don't get the camera. And then, I'm scared. She's gonna do something. Bella, no. No, Bella. And our last lap was like, I'm a flip. Anyways, my last lap was like 70 again. I just kind of, waited and kicked. But, let's see. But yeah, it was a fun race. He's also my regional, and he won it with like a 425. So, you could tell he was kind of just taking it as a workout. Oh yeah, and I also got a race. So we usually have like 2 indoor track races as a team before outdoor. We race at SVSU and MSU. The MSU one. Okay, so here, let me start with Saginaw. Saginaw, my first race of the season, for whether it's cross country or track, it was my worst race of the year. Usually, I raced Ben Jacobs. I was with him, and then like I would say probably 400 to go. They definitely picked it up, and I was so dehydrated by then, and yeah, let's just say I got beat pretty bad. And yeah, the MSU one, that was definitely the confidence I needed. Alex Pinsky from Holt, he was in that race with Andrew Lane, Nathan Foss. It was a pretty fast race for sure. Going into that race, I just wanted to go under 440, and I got exactly that. I started the first lap kind of in the back, and then I noticed the pace was kind of slowing down for the runners above me. I think there was probably like 4 or 5 runners ahead of me. So I picked it up and I was right behind Alex, and I just like kind of sat behind him, and you know, we went through the 800 at like 2:15. I was like, oh, this is like the fastest I've been through the 800, you know, that kind of surprised me. But I ended up 4:36. I got out kicked in the last 100 meters by Nathan and Andrew. Yeah, I've been working on my kicks, so that's been nice. It kind of showed in cross. Some races, definitely I didn't have it, where I needed it. But also in other races, it really showed, you know. Some examples of Greater Lansing, Foot Locker Midwest Regional. States also was a big one. I would say, yeah, I trust in my kick now a lot. So anyways, the 800. Yeah, this year was very interesting, I would say. All my races I'd race individually, I usually went down in 60 seconds. And then I would go like 68 or 67. It was so weird because, you know, I kept hitting 208, 207, 208, you know. And a lot of the time I didn't have competition either. So that was the other thing. It wasn't until I ran, it was weird because all my PRs too, I always ran the 16 before. My fastest time previous was like, I think 212 individually, and a relay I had like 208 before, so you know, never really broke that 208 mark. I mean, I ran 207 and stuff, but it wasn't until Bath I PR'd in the 1600. That race was also a little bit, well, I raced it tactically at least, but I PR'd in the 1600, and later that day I ran the 800, also PR'd. I got like 202. In that race, I was like, you know, kind of tactical. In the last lap, I started driving. I was like, oh man, this kind of hurts. But I was like, I can do this. So like, I'm actually staying with the top guys. And luckily, I did PR 202. I was like, oh wow, where did the speed come from? Anyways, the honor roll race, I PR'd again. I PR'd in the 600. That's where I ran the 429. But I also ran 201 that day too. So that was, you know, I'm assuming I probably could have ran under 2 if I just ran the 800 that day. But you know, you never know, so it's just a really big confidence booster. In the 32, we usually don't race a lot of competition in the 32. My PR was against Andrew Lane again at our home invite called Gal. He raced it just to win it. I led the first 7 laps, and I was definitely trying to go, you know, fast, trying to go in there to that 10 barrier because I'd never done it. And he just sat, and last lap he definitely kicked me. He ran 9:48 and I ran 9:56, but that was the first time. That felt really good. Before that, my PR was 10:08, and I ran that by myself at Lakeview. Also, a very windy day. Yeah, you know, with our school, we don't have a lot of chances to really run the 32 really fast, just because, I don't know, just there's not a lot of 32 runners in our area, like our competition area. I did have some other chances. Our Hastings invite, Joseph Myers, also he's a really fast runner from Michigan. That day he also wasn't taking it too hard. He ran like 9:40 or something, and his PR is like 9:15. But that day that was my bad day. I ran like 4:52 in the 16. You know, that day was just not good for me. I think that was my worst day in track of this year. Yeah, I think hopefully. Here, I'll explain more once we get to the 2020 goals. But yeah, hopefully this year for track, you know, I'll probably run less 32 races, but when I do, you know, they'll probably be really fast or all out. So that's gonna be a nice thing. Yeah, so let's get into the 2020 goals. So again, I think this year I want to be more of a 16-800 kind of guy, more of a mid-distance. I feel like I definitely like the 800 and 16 more. 32, I just never could get the race strategy down. 5Ks feel easier to me than 32s. It's weird. 16, I feel like is my best event. But you know, I just have to wait to college before seeing what truly is my event. You know, so I like 5Ks and stuff. I never ran one on the track, but like during cross, you know, it doesn't feel too long, and I also feel like I have enough time to, you know, go my speed, go my pace, and really take down guys, you know, when they go out too hard. But for the goals this year, I definitely want to get my school records for the 16 and 32 for sure. They're from like the 32s from 1970. I believe the 16s from 1976. The 16s 419.1. And I should tell you the Cherry Mile race. I ran 428.2 for a whole mile. So unofficially, that's like 426 high for a 16. So I'm getting really close. And with real competition, or not real competition, if I can get a good competitive race, I definitely think I can get it. Definitely, I think as long as I stay healthy and stuff, I think there's a good shot of getting it. The 32, on the other hand, I got PR a lot, but the same thing with the 32. I feel like there's so much to improve, and I could have done so much better last year. I think we can just drop time. And like I said earlier, for the competitiveness, I'm hoping getting Golden Triangle, or my, we got a new athletic director this year, and I'm hoping he'll let Hunter and I run at the Golden Triangle. And I hope to get in the Micah Smith Elite 32. I just want to race, really competitively. Just the main goal of that race is not to win it, but just to break the school record. The school record's 926.1. So, like again, that one I feel like is the easiest to break out of the three. Oh, in the 800, I should say. The 800, I would just be happy if I got it. It's definitely kind of, I don't want to say on my boundaries, but it's going to be the hardest one to break, and I have to get really lucky. The 800 time is 155.2, I believe. So it's pretty fast. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the goals. Also, another one would just be making states, definitely for the 1600. That would be pretty cool. The DMR, if we can get a school record for that, our school record is like 1029. But I know I would have to go. I would have to break the school record, early, or at least go around the school record early. With the 420. And Hunter would need to go like 310-ish. Our 800 person would need to go like around 2 to 205. That's being lenient. Our 400 would just need to go like 50. But that's just kind of, that would just be awesome, again, relay record. 4x8, hopefully get top 3 at honor roll. That'd be cool, just get some guys to medal. Also just getting like top 3 at states for the 16, I feel like last year it was a really tactical race for the 16. The winner was like 419. And I feel like I raced better tactically, and my kick keeps getting faster and faster. So if I can just keep getting this drive going, possibly, I can definitely get up there. Even if it's an all-out race, I feel like, the winner would probably be around 412, So if I can run like 416 or something around there, I'd probably be up there with those guys. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. It's gonna be a fun year. And I really hope, I can show you guys this through the vlogs and stuff. I'm not really nervous, because I have a good feeling that, the training is going well right now. Today wasn't such a good day on training. I had a little stomach issues, probably 9 miles in. So that was not good. The swimming's been going good with the training. I just probably guys started working on more of tempos and stuff. Intervals. Bella, get off the freaking thing. Alright, but anyways guys, thank you for watching. I'll update you more later, but thank you for watching.